Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Monday, June 26, 2023. Stand up for your country. You know, things change fast in this world. And you have to know that in your own life and just watching the news unfold. So this time last week, nobody thought that Putin would be in the kind of trouble he is now, right? And Joe Biden himself tottering. We're going to get to both of those stories, but Putins Folly is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So on Friday, there was a mutiny by Putin's mercenary army, the Wagner Group. About 25,000 thugs in this mercenary unit. It's headed by a man named Yevgeny Prigozhin. Okay, that's Yevgeny Prigozhin. And he's 62 years old. He's a Russian oligarch. Looks like a nice guy, doesn't he? He's worth billions. And he and Putin are behind a lot of the violence all over the world. They work together. So when Putin decided to invade Ukraine, which was ridiculously foolish, and that was on February 24th, 2022, okay? He hired the Wagner Group, not his own armed forces, to be the spear tip of the invasion. And the Wagner Group are ruthless. They don't take prisoners. They shoot everybody. They kill women and children. You know, it's the SS. That's what it is. No rules, no accountability, nothing. And they're paid very, very well. And a lot of the units are made up of criminals who Putin allows out of prison, violent criminals, to be in the Wagner Group. Well, anyway, on Friday, for whatever reason, and there's many given, Prigozhin rebels against Putin, okay? And he turns his army around, and they go into Russia, and they capture a city of some size, and the word is they're going to march to Moscow to depose the Russian Minister of Defense. But they stop yesterday, Sunday, and there's some deal made. And again, nobody really knows the ins and outs of all of this because there's no reporting on it. It's not like reporters are doing it. But Belarus, which is a Putin satellite, brokered a deal where the Wagner Group would stop, and then Mr. Prigozhin would seek safe harbor in Belarus. Well, if I were Mr. Prigozhin, that's a little too close. So you wait and see what happens to him. It depends who goes first, him or Putin. They're both going to go. Okay, so we have the story. This just happened. But the repercussions for us, you might be in there, Oklahoma watching me, or Montana, or British Columbia, or Japan, or wherever. This affects you, this whole thing. And let me tell you why. Okay, so in the beginning of this Russian invasion of Ukraine, I knew it wasn't going to work because I know a lot about the world and the news. And here's what I said on January 31st. Go. Putin's on the ropes now inside Russia. We don't get reporting because, unlike here, if you are a Russian citizen and you bring this into a demonstration, you're in jail. I think Putin may go down this year because of this war, because he's losing it so badly. But the only way he goes down is if the Russian people take him out. All right, so that was 6 months ago, and it wasn't the Russian people. I could not have predicted the Wagner Group would turn on Putin. But all of Putin's allies, the most important being China, are looking at Putin's weakness. There are reports, again, we have no idea, that the Russian army didn't try to prevent the Wagner Group from taking the Russian city, Rostov, I think it is, and they didn't have any problem, the Wagner Group, advancing 120 miles outside of Moscow. Okay, again, the reporting you got to be skeptical about. But this is a humiliation for Vlad. And as far as the Ukraine war goes, he's done. Who's going to fight it? The Russian military can't fight it. They need these murderers to do the dirty work because the Russian army is so weak. So the Ukrainians are like, all right, we're going to counterattack and we're going to retake all the territory and all its business. And then China's going, we didn't figure this was going to happen. So whenever you do something like that, whenever you make that kind of a bold move that involves conflict and violence, unintended consequences will arise. So if China invades Taiwan, believe me, there are going to be unintended consequences for China and the world that are just going to be staggering, as Putin is finding out with Ukraine. Now, here in the United States, there are apologists for Putin. It's incredible. There's no doubt Putin violated international law and is a war criminal. All right, his tens of thousands of women and children are dead, and millions of people are displaced because of Putin, one guy. Yet, there are people who go on television and stick up for him. Go.
The truth is coming out that this war was not started by Russia, that Russia begged us not to try and drag Ukraine into NATO. We ignored Russia, and Russia made it very clear that they were going to defend their national interest. All they wanted was neutrality for Ukraine.
I mean, that guy is I can't even believe that he was allowed that kind of a forum. It's staggering. Robert Kennedy Jr., and he's going to have a town hall on News Nation Wednesday, and I'll be doing the pregame show on that. Robert Kennedy Jr. is sticking up for Putin. I have no idea. I have no idea why he would do that. But, and you know, there are the people as well. So, wrapping this thing up, a disaster for Vladimir Putin. His credibility as a fearsome leader is shot, pardon the pun. Good thing for Ukraine and the world because Russia's power is weakened, but there will be more to come here. It's not over by any means. Do you really control your retirement money? If you've got a 401k or IRA, the government controls it. They decide how much you can borrow, when you must pay it back, and you'll owe taxes and penalties for taking money out too soon or waiting too long. With Bank on Yourself, you can grow and protect your hard-earned money. It is guaranteed predictable growth and retirement income. Your plan doesn't go backward when the markets tumble. Both your principal and growth are locked in, and your tax rate will be zero in retirement. So get a free report with details on how the Bank on Yourself strategy adds guarantees, predictability, and control to your financial plan. Please go to bankonyourself.com/nospin, bankonyourself.com/nospin. Here is the mail. Merwin on the message board. Which is greater, corruption, the FBI and Attorney General acting to favor Democrats, or the most powerful of print and broadcast media deliberately failing to report the corruption? I would say the media is the greatest danger to America because these people in the FBI, and they're going to go. The media is corruption. I'm not sure it's going. I don't think it's going to go. Scott Fisher, Longview, Washington. Bill, you mentioned the FBI lying to judges to get FISA warrants. Why haven't the judges stepped up and said anything? I don't know. They should. They're protecting their turf, I guess. Good question. Gary Viola, Patterson, LA, Louisiana. I have no doubt that Barack Obama is involved in the Biden stuff. But no one is speculating. Why not? Because there's no evidence. Why would you do that? Gary, you know, we're busy here with facts. Paul Butko, Sarasota, Florida. How is it that Adam Schiff has lied a number of times under oath? I'm not aware, Paul, of any time that Congressman Schiff lied under oath. His statements as a member of the House are not under oath. Mike Johnson, Atlanta. I asked one of my liberal friends, they vote for Trump, given the circumstances that Biden is mentally declining. They said, yes, they would vote for a dead horse over Trump. How can this be true? Because Trump hatred is a powerful emotion. Powerful. Bruce Brunswald, Salt Lake City, Utah, loved your weekly column regarding taking the gloves off against drug addicts and telling the truth. Your observations are spot on as your thoughts on treatment options and consequences for those hurting society. My weekly column, BillO'Reilly.com, everybody can read it, is on drug addicts themselves. They are not victims. They are hurting this country. Sidi Amini, Doral, Florida. I'm a dermatologist and a big fan of the No Spin News. I just want to thank you for raising awareness about skin cancer and the importance of getting checkups. Also, tell everybody to use sun protection 50 SPF. 50 is good, doctor. 50 is good. Patricia Eckhart, Arlington, Texas. Bill, I'm writing to express my deepest gratitude for your life-saving tip on Smart Life. Last Monday, I received a report that I had a spot removed and it's cell cancer. I took your advice and kept my appointment, so it is not fatal, but if I didn't, it could have been. Okay, we're looking out for you, Patricia, you know that. And Laura and Rob Cicino, Fullerton, California. We are premium members. We feel if the Catholic Church pays attention to the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, it just raises the group's profile. Well, I disagree. The attacks on Catholic churches across the country, gave you the stats, are frightening. Church better start fighting back. Michael Meyer, Cleveland, Oklahoma. I love the coffee mugs. I have the No Spin, Stand Up for Your Country, and now Team Normal. They're the best I've ever owned. Okay, go to the store, BillO'Reilly.com store, and you can get those mugs. You can also get on the summer reading special program. There you go. This is the best deal ever for summer. Killing Crazy Horse, Killing Killers, Killing the Legends, and a free Team Normal hat, $32.95. Come on. You got to get that. And those books, you'll like them. Word of the day, do not be a poppin' Jay. Back with a final thought in a moment. Have you ever put yourself on the back burner, prioritizing work and family? Then one day you wake up and you have more time. But your body says, no thanks, Bill. Aches and pains. It is no fun. Now, I don't have a time travel solution for you, but I do want to tell you about a revolutionary relief system. It's a groundbreaking natural alternative to pain management. It starts with their patented plant-sourced active ingredient called Canopia Active, which has been rigorously tested to reduce pain and inflammation. Check out RevRelief.com. Use their roll-on gel stick for instant relief and their capsules for longer-term inflammation reduction. They are so confident in their products. They are offering my audience their first order free, plus shipping and handling. That's 100% satisfaction guaranteed. This is a limited time offer, so please go to www.revrelief.com/free. That's www.revrelief.com/free. All right, here's the final thought of the day. Dog ownership. Before COVID hit, 78 million dogs. After, 108 million, 30 million added. Okay, 108 million pet dogs in this country. Whoa! Now, do not get a dog if you're not going to pay attention to it. Now, there's Holly the Terror dog. Holly is spoiled, a Nepo dog, no doubt about it. Now, Holly was there before COVID. Holly's going to be 8 in September. It's a good dog, but a spoiled dog, as I said. All right, come back to me. So Holly's new trick, and there are other dogs too, cute dogs. We have a gallery of cute dogs. Holly's latest trick is now she comes up when I'm reading or doing something and sits right in front of me and stares at me. And I'm going, what? What? You're fed, you're walked, you have your toys. What? There's Holly. And Holly can do the stare thing for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's like unbelievable. what does this dog want? So I'm not a dog whisperer. I think that's Milan. That guy does it. I can't do that. But I'll tell you what, dogs are great. And everybody says, everybody I know, but they really are. But you got to devote the time and effort to train them and to pay attention. And if you rescue a dog from the local shelter, good karma will descend on you. Thank you very much for watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.